Isn't that nice? Look at that. And had I not done this one, this gap would have been slightly bigger than that. Because remember, I tweaked that. I tweaked this one more than I tweaked this one. A little bit less. These bottom two I didn't have to tweak at all. Because I was just trying to move the top over, okay? In theory, I would have had to move this bottom over to the right even further, but we don't have to do that. We didn't have to do that. Because when you look here, look at that. It's nice. Beauty. When I open that, it's going good, and look, I just see something there. I don't know what's going on with that. And I open that, the door, the back side of this door is actually hitting right there. But then when it's closed, you know, there is just right there. There's a slight, it's slightly tighter on this point down to about that point. I don't know if it's enough to mess with. Is it enough to mess with to take the door down and tweak this hinge? Maybe I should tweak that hinge just a little bit. And you know, in theory, you think, okay, you're just adjusting that. How on earth are you going to bend this door? Well, it's a hollow core door frame, and you can do certain types of things with this. You're not gonna bend the whole door out of whack because your surface, you know, you're not really affecting that. But it's just kind of uncanny how you can make adjustments to doors. Okay, see how big this gap is? And I look over here, I got a little bit of a gap, but look at this door. I mean, you're never getting anything perfect. See down here? Look, it's almost touching. But I can't move it away from there, because if I do, it's going to lift this door up too high. I could slightly tweak that over to the right a little bit, but it's like, you know, do I want to do that? I mean, these doors look pretty good. It's going into a closet. It's not going to be used that much, and it's on the back side. I think that would be okay the way it is. I'm just looking at all this. I'm going to make the determination, and I'm thinking if I am going to take the door down, I'm going to tweak that hinge just a little bit more. I'm not going to do anything with that one. I'm going to tweak that hinge just a little bit. Maybe I can lessen this just a hair. You know, I can't move this door over because the bottom of this door jamb is tight. See there? No gap whatsoever. I can't, no matter what, I can't move that way. This is preventing it. The baseboard's preventing it. The door jamb and the edge backside of the door is preventing it. Even if I sucked this hinge over on the back side, there's only so much I can do there because the baseboard is right there, and I got plenty of gap at the bottom. You see? Let's get you down there. See that? That's a nice gap right there. It's fine. So what's it gonna be, Joe? Yo. I think I'm gonna take the door down again. Oh, it looks pretty good. I could actually leave it, but if anything, you know, do I think this door is ever going to sag now that I tweaked those hinge pins? I don't think they are. But if I raise that up, I'm going to have a slight more of a gap up there. And I don't know. See, these are the types of decisions you're going to have to come up with. Do you do anything about it, or do you not? I'm going to take it down one more time, I guess. And I'm going to keep the video camera going. Hope you like these tutorials, by the way. These are things that, you know, sometimes they'll say, you know, YouTube will say, hey, don't make your videos, it used to be years ago, don't make them more than 3 or 4 minutes. Well, I just read an article where that has kind of gone out the door, especially if it's something that people want to see. You can make your videos they suggest maybe about 10 minutes long. But I'm under the impression that if it's a tutorial, if it's something that you really want to learn from, you're not going to mind watching something more than 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Hey, if this video is 20 minutes long, you're going to say, hey, yippee! I'm going to see more things that I can learn from. Okay? That's my theory. And I'm sticking with it. Alright, so let's get you situated over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this back down. Kind of got a game plan of what I'm doing here. I can see I was already under the impression, remember initially, that I was going to have to take this door down twice. So here we go. Taking it down again. Okay. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go ahead just like I did before. And I'm going to take the top one out because it's so high up here before I take the one out I can reach. That's just for safety and precautions in case the door wants to fall down and I'm up on a ladder and the door comes down on top of me or something. I put a gouge in the door. I'm not trying to create more work for myself. You know? The idea when you do a job is when you get done, it looks like you were never there. Okay, let's see here. Just watch what you're doing. I don't know how many times I've hit something with the door thinking, oh, I can do it. I don't have any issues with that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We got a game plan. I'm going to work on this hinge. I'm going to work on this hinge. That's what we got coming up. Working on the top hinge. Here, I lowered the top hinge. Remember, we're going to work on that a little bit to kind of lift the door up just ever so slightly. And I'm going to move that one down with my classon, my crescent wrench, my spanner wrench. And I always carry that in my nail bag. I never know when I'm going to need this little puppy. I use this for quite a few things. I usually carry that in my nail bag. I try not to carry all kinds of stuff. You know, this one I don't generally leave in my nail bag. But pretty soon you'll know why, because your nail bag starts getting heavy. Okay? So down I go to tweak some more hinges. Hey, you don't have to worry about VideoJoe. I would never tweak. Okay? And look at these knuckles. They look pretty nice. No gouges in them. If anything, there might be just a slight little bit of a mark that I could clean off. Okay? Get this adjusted about where you want it. And just a little bit more, and I'm going to try to, maybe this time I'll hold this up here and feel about how much I need to go for each one. Line it up. Boy, that looks nice and straight right there. That looks very straight. If anything, this one, that's why you want to keep this centered in there. You try to get that whole thing. Sometimes I think I've thought before, oh, it doesn't matter, and then I look at it, and this little bit here is slightly tweaked, and that's possible between that little bit. Yeah, you get that all nice and straight. Got that nice and straight. I got to mess with this one down here, and because it's away from the wall, you know, I thought I was going to have to move that away from the wall, but because I'm going down, it's fine. You could put this whole door along a wall. Usually I try to have this side out a little bit, but see, this is up against the wall. It's all right. I can do it. This one I don't want to do too far, but try to do the same amount. Look at that. Boy, that looks nice. I've bent each one of those perfectly. And, you know, you eyeball it afterwards and you think, okay, I got to tweak this one or I got to tweak that one just a little bit more or whatever. Okay? There. Ready for the next step. What are we going to do? Yeah, that's right. We're going to put the door back up again.